Welcome to Exleys on the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Before we get into it, with all these coaches getting fired and stepping down this week, which team do you think has the best move and which one has absolutely got it wrong, hiring or firing or doing whatever jazzy stuff they've done so far this week, considering it's not even off season yet? Go on.
Sometimes some teams have started the off season, but
Yeah, but you know,
Steelers fans, how do you feel about Mike Tomlin stepping down?
I don't know why he stepped down. I don't get that. That doesn't make sense.
I
to
mean, I do kind of get it a bit. He's been there 19 years
it's a long
as the head coach. Yeah, and they've made the playoffs and gone out in like the first or second round for like the last 5 or 6 years or something.
It's a bit weird though, isn't it?
Well, maybe he just doesn't want to, what's the word? Go through the process of trying to rebuild to the Super Bowl caliber again. Because, I mean, they're going to have to find a new QB, aren't they?
Yeah,
I would
think,
imagine.
I'm pretty sure Rodgers is retiring now.
Yeah, I would imagine he's going to either retire or go to a different team. I can't see him staying there for another year.
No, I mean...
I would imagine he's going to retire, so... You know, you've got to start with a new QB. You're going to have to find new players because some players are going to leave. And as the head coach, you're the main one responsible for getting the right people in and that, aren't you? So
yes, you are.
I would imagine he just doesn't want that stress.
Yeah. I don't think if you've been there 19 years, it's time to move on. And there's plenty of doors open that you could go to now. Anyway, this is Exleys on the NFL, the NFL unfiltered UK style. As always, straight into it, top stories. Mike Tomlin steps down. Massive news out of Pittsburgh. Tomlin has stepped down as a Steelers head coach after a historic 19-season run. It is a long frigging time to be a head coach.
Yeah, whatever way you look at it, it's an end of an era for the Steelers. They've had a lot of success with him. They've had some failures with him. It's all going to be up and down. But, I mean, 19 years. And it's not like the city hates him or anything. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's loved still, I would imagine. So,
and by the sounds of it, it's mutual, not even a mutual, just I've had enough kind of deal.
Yeah, it's not like he's been fired or he's being forced out or he's, ended on a bad terms or anything. He's just... It's almost like he wants to retire.
He could do. You don't know, do you?
No, you don't.
We've touched on that already. So Browns closing in on Ryan Day.
Yeah, they're looking to hire him at higher stakes, Ryan Day. I don't know.
He's done well.
I don't know if it'll be good. I mean, the Browns can't make it worse. Let's be honest. They haven't had a good few seasons.
No, but it could be a turning point for the Browns. You never know in this situation.
I mean, you look at what's happened with Jags and Patriots, and it can always change it. It could keep them where they are, but until the season gets going, you're not really going to know.
That's it, isn't it? But it's a lot of hiring and firing that we got to go through again this week. Ravens and John Harbaugh part ways. The Ravens and John Harbaugh have mutually agreed to part ways. A massive shake-up in Baltimore.
Yeah, he isn't waiting around. He's going to Giants, apparently, a 5-year deal.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, they're closing in on finalising a deal there, aren't they?
Yeah. And
he wasn't even like free for that long.
No, he's not. Someone like John Harbaugh's not going to be. Let's be honest. Everyone's going to be wanting someone like him.
Be tripping over themselves to get him, aren't they?
Yeah. I saw just before we came on, the Giants tweeted a confusion emoji kind of thing. So it looks like they might be, because they can't, until they've got the contract sorted, they can't officially confirm they've hired him or anything, can they?
Yeah.
So they're just trying to be a bit cryptic.
We know it's going to happen, unless someone offers him a insane amount of money. Insane amount of money.
They're working on the contract. He's apparently already said he'll do it. So unless something diabolical happens, he's going to the Giants.
Yeah, and then Eagles move on from the OC. We all seen this coming, really, to be fair.
Yeah, it was going to happen, unfortunately. And to be fair, I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think, anything bad of the guy. He's just not cut out for that job. But he was already with the Eagles for like 5 years beforehand.
Yeah, he was assistant coach, was he not? Yeah.
So he's not like he's completely crap at what he does, because he was there for 5 years and worked up to being OC. He just wasn't the guy for calling the plays.
And Jalen Hurts has been in 7 years and had 7 offensive coordinators. So, I mean,
through college and the NFL, every year's a new coordinator.
Yeah. I was watching the clip you sent me of Ocho breaking down Jalen's, like the Eagles plays that was being called this season for Jalen to run. He had nothing every single drive.
No.
And it's been a long debate with so many people that Jalen Hurts is a crap QB.
Thing is, if you look at the RPOs when he gets an RPO, and when you watch him actually pass the ball, then it's a whole different thing. Like, you watch a lot of the first half of games that we lost, and they'd come out swinging, doing a lot of RPO and stuff, and run heavy, then pass and stuff like that. And we were firing then. And then the second half, it's like they just decided, we're just going to run verticals now.
It's the same with the Green Bay game. Like, we were dominating the Bears in the first half. We fluffed a kick, we fluffed a snap, and I'm pretty sure we had a pick. But what the fuck? How'd you go? Same. The Eagles game was the same. You dominate the first half. The second half, you completely fuck it, and I don't understand how you fuck it that bad. They managed to dominate
not like
for the rest
you've got,
of that.
And I think the annoying thing about it the most is it's not like it's a close score on the Packers game. You were like 20 odd points to 6.
Yeah, we were 20. Our score at the end of the game, and I don't even remember it, I think I've just blocked it out, was the score at the end. We didn't score again in the second half, I don't believe. It's been a while since I watched
27-31 in the end.
I think
that's
going
what happened to the Eagles.
Into half-time, I think it was 20, and then we scored 1 touchdown, 1 kick. But
I think because I watched the highlights, and I think it was until at least midway through the third quarter, you'd still only given up 6 points.
Yeah, and then we just thought, I can't bother now.
And it's like everyone just decided, I'm too tired.
Yeah, can't bother. Anyway, the Chargers are making coaching changes. They parted way with OC Greg Roman and offensive line coach Mike Devlin. Is there a team so far that you think they maybe shouldn't have got rid of him? Obviously, the Steelers is a different situation, and I think the Ravens is a different situation because Mike Tomlin decided he was going to step down himself. And Harbaugh, did they fire him or did he just... I
think it was a mutual thing.
Yeah.
I think the thing about the Harbaugh and Ravens situation was they'd kind of agreed to part ways because they'd been getting to the playoffs and then getting wiped out.
Yeah,
for
you look at
quite a few years, so they wanted to change. But
Dolphins...
I think with the Chargers one, the O-line coach I saw coming. I'm honest. If you look at it, and I researched the other day because we had a comment on Instagram from... we did a video last week where I just started plucking out names of teams that I was looking at for Wildcard Weekend about O-lines and putting people behind a good O-line. The Chargers haven't got a good O-line.
No, they haven't at all.
If you look it up, because I did look it up after seeing that comment, I think Herbert has been sacked like 50 odd times this year.
It's crazy. Yeah, he is.
He's the most sacked QB in the league this year.
It's mad, isn't it?
And they're in the playoffs. They've just gone out on Wildcard Weekend, but they made the playoffs, and he was the most sacked QB. So I saw the O-line coach go, and OC, I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. I thought he was kind of going to be in a hot seat if he was in for the next year.
Yeah. And then you got Matt LaFleur just got a contract extension. He did fire our... Who did he fire? He fired... Mate, I completely blanked that whole... Packers wildcard weekend crap out, and I can't remember who he fired.
I'm surprised you didn't put it in.
It's been a bit of a mad week. Hang on, I've got to look it up. Who? Josh Jacob confirms.
Was it a defense coach?
No, I can't even find it on Google. They got rid of Brandon McManus, our kicker, but there was a coach as well. I'm not even joking. My brain's gone completely blank. It's not even coming up. It's not coming up. I can't find it. I don't know. I am brain blank. I am boiling hot as well.
I think what LaFleur needs to do is the same as Sirianni had to do the other year, is give up play calling.
Yeah, it's not working. So much...
Because as you say, you guys come out hot in the first half, and you've done it a couple of times this season, same as the Eagles, and then just die in the second half.
Yeah.
Because, I think the problem is, and I think the Eagles had the same problem, you just start running basic concepts that everybody can see coming.
Yeah, because we don't cover well.
Yeah. So, of course, your plays are blown up as soon as they're started.
Anyway, Lions fire the offensive coordinator, John Morton. I don't think I think this is crazy because he's had 1 year, and last year they had Ben Johnson.
I think the thing is, though, Ben Johnson did such an incredible job the year before that it kind of raised their standard.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't where it was that year, everybody's upset. But the thing is, some of the players from that year will have gone as well. Trades, free agency, whatever.
Are they just going to keep getting rid of people just to try and match the success they had last season? It's never going to work. Unless Ben Johnson fucks up the Bears and then goes back on the market, he's looking for an OC position.
And I think at least this year that ain't going to happen because I mean they're in the divisional round, so
exactly, it's not going to happen.
I can't see that happening anytime soon. And the thing is, even if he did go back, there's nothing to say it would be the same success as he had before.
Not at all.
I mean, it is what it is. We're going to see what happens.
We could just rattle on because there's so many coaches. It just feels like we're saying the same shit over and over again this week, doesn't it?
The Cardinals have requested to interview the Niners defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, for their head coach vacancy. I don't think he's ready. In my opinion, he's not ready to go back as a head coach. I don't know, because at the same time, you look at what's happened even since he's left with the Jets. It's not got any better.
No, I could be wrong.
They fired him. They brought somebody else in. And they've had somebody this whole season. Nothing's worked. They got rid of Rodgers. Nothing worked. Like whatever they do, their wide receiver, who has been on IR since week 6, is their leading receiver. Like you can't say anything good about that organization this season.
You couldn't say anything good about them last season.
Happened. No, and I'm not sure everything that happened the last couple of seasons is Salah's fault. I think that's a badly run organization until they make big changes up top. Yeah, nothing's going to change.
It is mental, isn't it, really? But anyway, Dolphins seem to have emptied the pool and have fired Mike McDaniel. And now they're splashing around, fucking looking for a new head coach with everybody that's been fired. Yeah. Who could possibly want to do it?
Dolphins isn't a bad organisation to go to.
It's not. It's not a bad organisation. It's just bad.
With some of the players they've got,
they still got Jalen Waddle.
It can be something great. Do you know what I mean? You've still got some good players there. You've still got some potential coming up. It's not going to be a bad place for your first head coaching gig.
No, it wouldn't, would it really?
But they've also agreed terms with John Eric Sullivan to become their new GM. So they've got a new general manager. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that because it'll be a new head coach and general manager at the same time.
Yeah. Then Falcons hire Matt Ryan.
That one I'm not surprised by, if I'm honest.
No.
He's always been a big fan of going back to that organisation or whatever.
Yeah. What did I watch? Oh my God. What is wrong with my brain today? I was watching a documentary on Netflix. I'm going to have to go on Netflix to have a look at what documentary it was. It was about Broncos QB. Oh, come on. Where are you? No, it's gone. It's gone off my thing. I must have watched it all. What is going on this week with everything in my life? Like everything in everything. Spider.
I think the Falcons.
Elway, my God, John Elway. He was their QB, and then he come back as their GM.
Yeah.
Years later, I think that is this natural cycle of things, or the natural cycle it should be. Do you know what I mean?
I think QBs as coaches is an interesting one. Because they see how the game works from inside the game. But I think it can also be a bad call because they're going to do what they would do in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But their current QB might not have their skill set.
Yeah.
So it might not always work. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I do think they should try and keep them in the organisation or in the league in some way to help with player development and shit like that.
Oh yeah, passing their knowledge forward will always be crucial. You know, especially if they've been successful like Elway and Matt Ryan and all these other QBs that have done it before them. I mean, if you think if Brady became a QB coach for a team, he would be invaluable.
Yeah, he's making too much money doing TV now, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll be bad for the organisation. They were getting good at the end of the season. They started winning.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see. You think about it. How it's like they just found their groove at the end of the season.
Yeah, because it almost came down to a 3-way tie between them, the Bucks, and the Panthers.
But this is the run through of head coach openings, and I'm not 100% sure if any more has been added since I've done this. So Dolphins, Ravens, Giants, Titans, Falcons, Cardinals, Browns, Raiders, and then the Dolphins are looking for a GM as well. It's
something like 25% of the league.
It's crazy. But anyway. And then the Buccaneers have fired multiple coaches. Offensive, OC Josh Gizzard, special teams Thomas McGaughey, QB coach Thaddeus Lewis, quarterback coach Kevin Ross, and D-line coach Charlie Strong.
Plus senior offensive assistant Tom Moore and safeties coach Nick Rapone have retired. It's like they saw all them getting fired and were like, our friends are gone, let's just go.
Yeah, it's like, let's retire before we get fucking sacked. That's frigging crazy, man. I don't understand. Who's left on the Bucks now? Do you know what I mean? There can't be that many left.
Is it a good idea to fire that many at once?
I don't personally think so, but I'm not a GM, and I don't know.
They're clearly
I really don't know. This episode feels like let's just say who's been sacked. Hopefully next week we got an episode of who's been hired.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, though, the Bucks haven't really gone much above 9 wins for quite a while. And they've been leading the NFC South for a few years. So I can see why they're trying to do it. I'm not sure firing them all at once and letting the other two retire at the same time. I don't know if that's the best plan. The GM is definitely going to be hard at work with the owner, trying to find people to bring in.
5 coaches, 6, 7 in total, including the 2 retiring. That is wild. That's absolutely wild. And then we got one more. You can announce this one because this one, like, I've just had enough of saying how.
Commanders hired new OC, former NFL QB and assistant coach David Blau as a new coordinator.
I mean, that's one that's got to make you feel good. At least we haven't said much happy stuff today.
I mean, it is, but I don't think Commanders had that much of a problem with their offensive prowess. It was more that they got injury plagued. Do you know what I mean? I think that was part of the thing. Jaden Daniels was out 2 or 3 times in the season with different things.
Yeah.
A lot of their stars went out for the season.
Let's hope, just for his well-being, that Jaden Daniels can make it for a whole season without getting fucking hurt next season, because he's a good QB.
Yeah, I mean, you look at when he came in, he was, 12 wins in the season?
Mm. Yeah.
And then this year, he gets a few injuries, and the whole team gets riddled with injuries, and they end up 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah, and you look at, who's that guy that does the injury demon? I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah. I know you mean. I can't remember his name either.
You need to look him up on TikTok.
Social media.
He does skits on like the injury demon and stuff like that, the injury devil or something. His skits are funny as fuck. He is the only one that seems to make light on injuries and makes it seem a little bit better when your team's doing just a little bit shitter because your QB got injured. But anyway, contract signings, extensions, and releases. The Ravens have released kicker Tyler Loop after he missed game-winning field goal. We did exactly the same thing. We got rid of our kicker, Brandon McManus, because he fluffed that cost us the game, really.
I mean, at the end of the day, unfortunately, kickers are almost replaceable these days. There's so many of them trying to make it, and so many that are trying to prove themselves.
Yeah.
If you're not on your game, you lose your job these days. Teams don't value a kicker.
No, they don't. It's not really.
But on some good news,
go on.
The Panthers have picked up Bryce Young's 5th-year option.
They had no option but to give him that. This season, he's played outstanding.
He's done so well with that team. Compared to where they were the year before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And everyone's saying they should get rid of him, rah. And this season, he's helped them turn it around a bit. I'm not saying they went to like Jags level of turnaround.
No.
But when you consider they've been a historically shit team for a while, I think he's done quite well.
And then wide receiver Adam Thielen has announced his retirement after 13 NFL seasons.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. We done a little episode on him a little while back when he got traded to the Vikings.
Oh, he was released so that he could go to a team that was
yes,
had playoff potential, so that he could hopefully end on a high on his last season.
Yeah, and that didn't really work out for him. But anyway,
Steelers went nowhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a
the Steelers got rammed.
Yes, they did. I was actually thinking this was going to be Aaron Rodgers' year. He was going to get to the Super Bowl, maybe not win it, but make it to the Super Bowl and go out on a high note for the end of his career. But no, they got
railed by the Texans.
Yeah, that was a painful watch in the end. But what can you do?
What was it in the
NFL? 8 and something or 7?
8.
Yeah, it was
30.
That's
no,
crazy.
30. They got
crazy,
2 field goals.
It's crazy considering how well the Steelers done.
Yeah, but the Texans defense.
Texans defense are top tier, really. We were talking about this.
If I remember rightly, they had two pick sixes.
Yeah. In my football chat, they were talking about it, and I was like, nah, Steelers have got this. A-Rod's going to go to the Super Bowl, and everyone's like, not against the Texans. Their fucking defense is outstanding, top-tier defense. I was like, no.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, EJ Stroud fumbled the ball 5 times during that game as well. Yeah. And they still put up 30 points.
They still fucking whoop their ass. So, anyway, let's get on to injury. You have the first one.
Yeah, Gabe Davis, torn ACL.
Mate. Packers offensive tackle Zach Tom will undergo surgery for a partially torn patella tendon.
Nico Collins from Texans was carted off with concussion. I've never seen them carted off with concussion.
No, it must have been a bad one to be carted off.
Yeah.
And 49ers tight end George Kittle has torn his Achilles and he's out for the rest of the season. That is a big blow for the Niners. I didn't see it.
I saw it happen. It was in the Eagles game, obviously.
Yeah.
It wasn't contact. It was they call it non-contact injury because what had happened was, so he caught the ball. He planted his left foot to steady himself so that he could turn sharp. And as he did that, he just done it wrong. And you could literally see a pop in his calf. Ooh. And I saw it when they slowed it down was when you could see it. And I was like, that's gone. And then he got taken off the field and they were like, he's questionable to return. Then like a day later, he's getting checkups and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's gone, mate.
That's not good for the Niners. It's not good for the Niners. Not at all.
No.
Fucking hell.
He's such a playmaker for them.
Yeah. Anyway, a question for you guys at home. Which coaching moves this week shocked you the most? And which one do you think was overdue? I mean, we said the same last week. We asked that question last week, and we're going to ask it this week. And probably, if there's more firing, we'll ask it again next week.
It's that time of year, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's that time of year where we will suck them all. But anyway, on to our top games of this week. Rams, Panthers, Bills, Jaguars.
Yeah, there wasn't as many games this week, but the Bills-Jags game, like the first half wasn't much action. Mm-hmm. But once you got to the second half, I think someone said there was like 4 fourth-quarter lead changes.
It's crazy,
Something
isn't it?
Stupid.
Did you think that the Panthers and the Jags last season, I wouldn't have said that they're going to be in the playoffs?
Give me a second. I think if I remember rightly, the Panthers were one of ours, I think your playoff prediction for this season. And I think I had the Bears, if I remember rightly.
All the way to the bottom. Yeah, so here we go. Yes, I had a surprise playoff team being the Panthers, and you had the Bears, so that is all we got right.
Yeah.
You had a disappointing team for the Lions. Your disappointment was going to be the Lions.
The Detroit Lions was a bit of a disappointment this season, though. I do think San Fran are in a way, but more because they've been injury plagued.
Yeah. But those are our top games. And then we have one rumour. The Lions could potentially trade running back David Montgomery.
Some people would be surprised, but I don't think it will because this year they used Gibbs a lot more. And Montgomery saw a lot less snaps. Now, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But when you think about it, Montgomery is just insane on his own. So why waste him as like almost a backup?
It doesn't make sense, does it really?
I think he should be allowed to go somewhere else, hit the free market or be traded or whatever, and actually have his talent put to good use.
Yeah, I could see him anywhere. Who needs a run game going into next season?
Or a good one.
Bears didn't do too bad this season on their run game.
Bears are fine. The Raiders are fine. The Browns are fine. I mean, they've got to help them out, but I know the Eagles are good.
Packers are good. Giants have got Scatterboo when he comes back. Yeah. He'd be a good fit. Yeah, Chargers, Steelers would be a good fit, I think, for him.
Maybe the Patriots. I'm not sure what theirs is like too much.
No, I've not really thought about that too much, to be fair. You guys could tell us who you think he should go to.
I think he could be good with the Niners as a pure back, because the Niners have CMC for just about everything. Like, it doesn't seem to matter where you put him and he can play.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they got so many injuries. They're giving their souls to him, just injecting him with it.
Maybe. I am Romeo done this week. It wasn't too much, just a lot of sad news about people getting fired. Have you got anything else?
No, I'm done.
That's it then. That's Exleys on the NFL. We're rolling up to the divisional round and hopefully no more firings and a fair few hirings. We will see you next week. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And we're on Spotify at Exleys NFL, Instagram Exleys at Exleys NFL, and on TikTok, Tony. We will see you next week.
That's all from us. See you next week on Exleys on the NFL, and thanks for watching.
1, 2,